everyone, my name is Kristin Hayes. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to be making this pretty shell card with products from the upcoming annual 24-25 catalog. So let's get started. Our base is going to be a piece of the new In Color Summer Splash, and this is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. Then I have a piece of basic white. This is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. I have run it through the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine with the embossing folder. This is a new one called So Swirly, and you can see how big it is. You could really do two pieces at the same time if you were making multiple cards. Or I think this is going to be really great for scrapbooking too, when you want a bigger piece, you know, maybe to put a picture on. So let's just adhere that right away to the, and really you could do this either way. I think I'm going to go with that way. I'm going to put a little extra on that corner just because it's turning up just a little bit and I want it to lay flat on our card. All right, I chose this embossing folder because I think it, you know, it kind of mimics waves, so it looks a little beachy to me. So anyways, that's why I chose it. So the stamp set we're going to use is Seaside Wishes. This is a really pretty new stamp set, and it does come in a bundle with dies. We're going to be using quite a few of the dies today. These are the ones we didn't use. And then it has a hybrid embossing folder. So we're going to actually cut out the sand dollars as we go, and I'll show you how to do that. But if you want to just use this as a straight embossing folder, you use it without the die in it. So let me show you what I mean. I have a piece here of Summer Splash. This is just a scrap piece, but you could definitely use, you could, if you want to make sure you want to cover what you're trying to cut out, and 5 1/4 by 4 will do that for you. Okay, so let me bring up the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine first. There we go. And we're gonna put the die in the embossing folder. So it embosses and cuts out at the same time. So you'll feel the grooves and you'll know when you've got it in place, like that. Then I'm just gonna make sure my paper covers where I want to cut. All right, and then we just need this plate. Let me find it. This gray plate here, plate number 4, to go on top of it. And we're going to send it through. It is a tight fit, but there we go. So then let me be careful so I can show you exactly what it did. Oops, let's put this, there we go. Okay, and then my plate goes flying. So you can see we have the dies cut, the sand dollars for us, and they're all embossed. So I really like that feature. Can't get this one out. There we go. So now I'm just going to jazz these up a little bit. Let's see. And I just want to give them a little bit more definition than they have. So I'm going to take some Pretty Peacock and a blending brush, ink up that blending brush, dab off just a little bit, and then just kind of go over them a little bit to give them a little more definition. You could do tone on tone with this too, but I just like the Pretty Peacock on it. And this only takes a quick minute. And then our last one here. Maybe a little more ink for this one. There we go, that's better. Okay, so let's put those aside for the minute. Let me just close this up or I'll have ink everywhere. So then I have a piece of Pretty Peacock. If I can find where I put it. I'm telling you, this desk, it's so small, and yet I lose everything. We'll just grab a new piece here. So I need a piece smaller than this, so I'm just going to cut this down. This should fit it still, right? Yep. Okay, so what I wanted is I wanted to add some texture to this as well. So I'm going to take in my Pretty Peacock again and this little stamp here from the Seaside Wishes stamp set. And I'm just going to dot along here. No rhyme or reason. I'm just giving this a little more texture for the starfish. All right, let's see. Just a few more, I think. Probably have more than I need to cover them, but okay. Going with that. Alrighty. So then we're going to take our 2 starfish. Let me just see. Yep, that'll work. And bring the Stampin' Cut and Boss machine back up. Okay, now I'm using this new, it's called the, well, let me put the die cut piece down first. And it's a magic mat. It's not Stampin' Up, but I'm trying it out because my Stampin' Up, they warp, the plates warp all the time. And I just use them so much, especially in classes, that I go through them so fast. So we're trying this out. So far, I really like it. But I can save my judgment until I've used it for a few weeks and see if it's better with the warping, because that's really what I needed it for. So we're just going to send these through. Put the dies aside. Here is our starfish. Oh, I have ink all over me. Pretty Peacock does that to me every time. That's all right, though. Okay, so then the other pieces I used the Stampin' Cut and Boss machine were these pieces right here. And I just did them ahead of time. There was nothing special to cut them out with, but it does take a minute to get the little pieces out. Although I have to say that pad did help. I did it front and then back again, and they came out very, very easily. So that was very nice. So then let's take our card and start putting it together. I'm going to start with the biggest piece here, and I'm just going to use some seal on it. And we still have to stamp our sentiment, but we'll do that in a minute. So I did use seal for all of the sand dollars. And I just kind of layered them up like this. And we'll put this one about here. So next I went in with, let's see, I went in with the white pieces. So this one fits on a glue dot. Right, let me get rid of this extra glue dot paper. So the middle here just fits right in the middle of the glue dot. And then just grab it up. And we're going to put this one right about here. And then this one, I did roll up a glue dot with my finger. So I'm just going to roll it. And then stick it on the back here where there's a spot right there. We're going to put that one right about there. And then I did glue dots for the starfish as well. So this bigger one we're going to put down in the bottom left corner. Let me get a glue dot on there. I don't want it to go off my card though, so we'll be careful. And then we need, maybe, did I roll this one up? No, I think it'll fit. I think that will fit. All right, so then I'm going to put that right there. So then let's put this aside and do our sentiment. This is a piece of basic white, and it's cut at 4 by 5 5/8, not 5 5/8, 5/8 of an inch. I'm going to take the Pretty Peacock again, and we're going to use this You Absolutely Made My Day. There we go. Perfect. I am going to pop this part up on dimensionals, and I'm only going to do the ends because the middle is pretty bulky, and I don't want it to stick up like that. You could always put some seal in the middle of this, like this, just to help hold it down. All right, so we're just going to center that about here. And then we need a little ribbon. I have the Baker's Twine Essential Pack, and this is carrying over, which I'm so happy about. I use this so much. All right, so we're just gonna straighten that out a little bit so it's not twisted up. And we're gonna make a little bow. I got something sticky on my hands. All right. We're gonna make a little bow. Let's see if I can get it the first time. Barely. Let's see. I don't think I gave myself, nope, let's redo it. I did not give myself enough length. Let's see, we'll start it again. I'm better at bows with ribbon than with twine, but there we go. So now we're just going to fuss with it a little bit to get it to the right size. And this is going to twist up on me. I thought I was holding it so it wouldn't. Let's see. That's really twisted. Let's see if we can make it work though. It really wants to twist. That's why I kind of straighten out the ribbon when I start, or the twine when I start, so it doesn't do this, but apparently I didn't do it well enough. All right, so that'll work there, and then we'll do this part here. That looks pretty good. Sometimes you just have to fuss with it a little bit. All right, so we're just gonna cut it off. And again, I'm gonna use a rolled up glue dot. We still have our bling to do as well. All right, and we're gonna put one right there. And then let's see if we can straighten this out while we're putting it on. That really just wants to twist. It's driving me nuts. We might just let it be twisty. All right, let's see. Yep, it's just going to be twisty. All right, I can replace that later, so you don't have to sit and watch me tie another bow. All right, so then I've got some bling here. This is the 24-26. 24-26 in color, 24-25 annual shimmer gems. It's a tongue twister this time of year as we're changing over. All right, and then we'll do a little one over here, and there we go. So that's the one we made. Here is our original, and I'll link all the products I use down below once the catalog is live, because obviously you can't buy them yet unless you're a demonstrator. But thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please just list them down below. Thanks so much.